After the emancipation of the slaves, African Americans and many whites remained landless and out of work. Landowners used sharecropping to maintain their status above the recently released slaves. As sharecroppers, the farmers worked the land and gave the landowner half of the crop in return. This made it nearly impossible for the farmer to build up any savings, making their emancipated lifestyles ironically similar to their lives as slaves. Our cameras got a chance to visit a greenhouse that has revolutionized the way food is produced in an urban environment.
Growing Power is an organization dedicated to changing the cycle of destruction we have put ourselves in due to overconsumption, pollution, and just plain ignorance.
Yeah, the world is becoming a scary place. I don't want to grow up in a toxic world that is more dead than alive.
Take a look at how Growing Power plans to lead the way in the revolution to save our earth and urban environments.
Can you imagine a farm in the middle of a city? What if you can walk down your block to a farm? Growing Power is an urban farming organization at the forefront of developing sustainable farming in city environments. Why was Growing Power founded?
As I started hiring young people, they knew nothing about where their food came from and how food was grown, so I started working with kids and teaching them about the food system and how soil is made and for fertilization, and really taking them through the whole vertical integration of food systems.
Now, what is your background with farming and agriculture?
Well, I come from a family of farmers. My father was a sharecropper in South Carolina, and of course sharecropping wasn't a very good occupation, so he migrated to the Washington, D.C. area where we had a small farm where I grew up, and so I learned how to farm from my parents. And basically what I'm doing today is transforming what I've learned to other folks, especially young people.
What do you guys do here at Growing Power?
Well, we do different things. So we got a farm, and we go out there on the farm, and we de-weed plants, and we plant peppers, broccoli, lettuce, and cucumbers.
Yes, I feed rabbits and the goats, and we'll clean goat cages and stuff. Okay, how is cleaning a goat cage? It's messy, but it's fun. It takes a long time to do it.
There's so much knowledge and there's so much skill and there's so much motivation and inspiration, and I get really excited that I get to cultivate lots of skills that I've never had before that I'm finding myself utilizing in an incredibly productive and powerful way.
How important is urban farming and agriculture?
Oh, it's very important because we're losing farmland as we speak. So a lot of the rural farmland we're losing. It's becoming more important that we grow food locally, especially on vacant land inside cities. There's tremendous amounts of vacant land, but there are some particular problems because the land is contaminated most of the time. So, fix up the land by using compost that we make from food waste and animal waste to be able to grow healthy food.
I see all these boxes full of mud. What's in them?
There are worms and worm compost in there.
Whoa.
And the worms break down the food, which makes the worm castings, which is pretty much worm poop. And that's a good all-natural fertilizer that we use here.
Whoa.
Composting is important because it's something you would be throwing in the garbage any other way. And what you do with composting is that you recycle it back into the dirt and make a fertilizer out of it and put it in the dirt to grow more fruits and vegetables instead of throwing it in the garbage bag.
I gotta stop doing that to myself.
This is our aquaponics system, and what it is where our fish in the bottom crevice here, and it goes all the way to the back of the room, and the fish feed off of these little plants, and we give them other fish pellets so they can survive, and the plants feed off of the fish droppings, and that's natural fertilizer, and it's a really good fertilizer, and it works wonder with plants. We're all about all natural, no chemicals, no one miracle grow, that we don't use any of that here, and this is our fertilizer. The fish are our fertilizer, and it's a good system that we take overseas to third world countries and things. They have a limited supply of water, so they can grow fish, so they have meat and their vegetables all at the same time, and can harvest this all year round on low water supply, and it's low maintenance. It's really easy.
And connecting urban ag with rural ag creating a sustainable food system is really what it's all about, to bring healthy food to all of our citizens, because it's my fundamental belief that everybody should have access to the same good food. It shouldn't be because I have lots of money I can have good food. So what we're trying to do is make food available to all people in all neighborhoods, regardless of their cultural background. We're a multicultural organization and a multi-generational organization, and it's not a lot of those. So we're trying to lead that charge in the food system, and also working on an area of dismantling racism in the food system, because it's just like in every aspect of our society, it's also in the food system. So some of the work that I do is really about dismantling racism in the food system.
Oh my goodness, that was cool. I never thought dirt was so important. It's not just dirt, it's super dirt. I think I'm going to go get some of my mom's houseplants. They are seriously in need of some growing power.
Why don't you start with some water?
Anyway, stay tuned. We're going behind the GTV scenes to give you a look at just how our show is put together.